Pep Guardiola has become the new manager of Edinburgh City in a desperate attempt to take them from obscurity and minus 15 points all the way to the top of the Scottish Premier League and beyond, and win trophies domestically and also in Europe. Let's see how he can get on over a nice prolonged 10 to 15 seasons. And let's see if he can do better than Andy FM Forever when he tried this as well. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. Really do appreciate all the likes and comments, and please do subscribe as well. It is early days with the channel, but I am hoping to put some different content in over the next few weeks as well. I just thought this would be fun just to see how probably one of the best managers in the world and possibly of all time gets on at Edinburgh City, when we had to go over 10 seasons and we won a league title in season 10 and we won a couple of Scottish Cups, didn't do anything at all in Europe and didn't manage to bring in any superstars either. So we'll see how Pep gets on, and we'll go straight into season 1. Now don't forget that Pep has the minus 15 points deduction for the team going into administration, which is going to make life very tough. But exactly like Andy FM Forever, he has £1 billion in the bank, he has top facilities, and he also has a 200,000 seater stadium, which at this level isn't going to really help him. But when he gets to be in a major European force, I'm sure it certainly will when you come to play your Real Madrids and your Barcelonas, etc. But he spent 6k of transfers going in and 2.4 of transfers going out. There's 10 players have left the club as he's had a massive clear out, and we've also seen that 17 players came in. And if we look at some of those players, we're not going to spend too much time on it because I don't want it to be a long video for you guys. I do really appreciate that short videos are probably better. He's brought in Chris McQueen from Kerry, as you can see there, Scottish player. He's just probably trying to bring the best of the worst in to keep their heads above water. Jamie Walker there, you can see both of them have had games there, 46 games each. Darren White also had 46 games. He was a free agent that he's managed to bring in as well, so he's not spending any money there. James Lyon had 41 games and 4 off the bench, so 45 in total. He's also came into the club, all Scottish players as well. Dylan Williams from Airdrie Onions, he's brought him in on loan. He was a good signing, he had 40 games. You can see, yes, I'm scrolling through 39, 37, 34, 33. It's only when you get down here that some of these players were just fringe players just to bring in and strengthen the squad. So he's brought a lot of players in. I think the first season's all about survival. Has he survived? If you do remember, I think we finished on something like 50 points in the first season. We would have been second place without the points deduction. Let's see how Pep got on. Wow, that was close for comfort, wasn't it? Look at that. 39 points. Survived by 4 points. Otherwise they would have went into a relegation playoff and could have possibly lost their league status. Bit of a mixed bag during the season. They won 15, which is good. Beaten some decent teams there. They've done well. Drew 9, lost 12. Goal difference of +7. Which isn't bad when you look at some of these teams who are on -2 and -1 and 0. So they've done all right. If you added the 15 points on, that would have took them on 54 points. And 54 points would have, with the goal difference, would have won them the league. Wow, you would have won the league on goal difference if you didn't have those -15 points. So although Pep didn't finish as high as Andy FM Forever did in the league, and he wouldn't have got as many points as Andy got as well, which was 65 he would have had if he hadn't had the deduction. It's been quite a closer league. If you look at Clyde, they lost 12 games as well. Everybody's lost. The best record there is 11 from Stranraer and Annan Athletic. So it looks like all these teams are very, very similar to each other. So totally different from the previous save if you go back and watch that I did on this channel. Let's go to season 2. Let's see who we got on and let's see who we brought in. Well, there's been a massive amount of transfer activity again, and he's actually went out and spent £40,000, which is quite a lot of money for this league. He has recouped 12 of it, with 10 players leaving the club and 16 players coming in. So we'll look at some of these players who have played the most of games. Barry Maguire's come in. I mean, he's played the most of the signings. He was 33 games, so not as high as the players were getting last season, which was more like 40 games plus. Shea Kennedy's come in from Dunfermline. He looks a decent player as well. 23-year-old. He's came in on a loan to sign deal. Lewis Stewart, a free agent. Definitely see the quality seems to be getting a little bit better of the players that he's bringing in. And bearing in mind that the difference between top and bottom is not that massive when you look at it. You would think if you invest and bring in some really good players, like there's another one, Clark Robertson as well, you may get yourself out of this league quite easily. So you can see there the players he's brought in have all played a lot of games. Yeah, there's a few here, down here. Chris Mockery here, free agent, 13 starts off the bench. He's not a bad player though, to be fair, 24-year-old. Did bring in one there, Nathan Lees, but he didn't kick a ball. So 19-year-old, probably was playing in the youth team, to be fair. We'll have a look. Yeah, non-competitive, 19 games, 2 off the bench. So yeah, he was more for the youth sort of side of things. So yeah, let's have a look at the league and just see how they got on in season 2, and we'll fly through these seasons with you. Well, if I showed you this, February, March, April and May, they've drawn 2 and won every single other game. Now, they haven't won a cup competition, but bearing in mind they are in League 2, so the chances are they're not going to win anything there. Look at that run in. That must be promotion. It's got to be. And if we have a quick look, let's go in. I hate this because it's so fiddly sometimes. You can't just look at the league quickly. There we go. Edinburgh City, 27 wins, 6 draws, just the 3 defeats. 48 plus goal difference, 87 points, absolutely annihilated everybody. 28 points clear of second place. And if you look at everybody else in the league there and you look at the losses, you'll see that that is a big change there. Hamilton did lose 9 in second place. East Kilbride, who went up on the playoffs, they lost 9 as well. But the bottom club, 21, 17, 17, this is what you would expect to see. So looks like, you know, the league hasn't been as close this season. But well done, Pep. You've got out of the league at the second time of asking when it's been a level playing field. Fair play to you. And exactly what I did as well in my second season. So Pep at the moment is doing the same job as me. Can he do better? I hope not. I've been playing Football Manager for a long, long time. If Pep beats me, I'm going to be really disappointed. Let's see how we get on. Well, not really any money spent in season 3. 6.75k, and most of them are loan signings, as you'll see here. Not going to go into it because we're going to skip ahead a little bit, but what I am going to say is there's a lot of players left the club as well, and if you can see there, 21k, 14k, 13k, so he's got rid of a lot of players there. 8 players. Look at that. 19-year-old Jim McGregor. Why would you sell him? I don't quite understand it, unless this is a situation where the board are accepting bids on these players and Pep really hasn't got a choice in the matter. I had a similar thing as well. If you watched the previous saves, that a lot of the better players that we were bringing in, the youth players, were spending the season here and then going out. We were making a profit on them, not massive, but we were making money on them. But it was frustrating because they were the players that were hopefully going to play and improve and get us throughout the league. So I'm not quite sure how Pep would get on here, but he's brought some players in on loan, and as I say, I don't know exactly how they're going to get on. We'll have a look at the league table, and then we'll skip through again and have a little hover through season 4 and season 5 and see how he gets on. Just a quick note: I did actually get promoted at the first time of asking in this season, so no pressure to you, Pep, no pressure at all. But I'm the FM forever. Back-to-back promotions. Just letting you know. Well, he's only gone and done it, hasn't he? Back-to-back promotions. And better than me. I got up through the playoffs out of Scottish League 2 and then champions of Scottish League 1 or William Hill League 1. He's only won both leagues very comfortably. 6 points clear, only lost 6 games. Fantastic result. Yeah. It's going well. It's doing really well. Okay, well, I suppose what we better do is we better just skip forward a little bit further and yeah, we'll see how Pep gets on, eh? Flaming Pep Guardiola. So I'm really conscious that I want to make this video a short one, so please do like, subscribe, share, leave some comments, be nice. As I say, it is early days with this channel, but I do want to grow it as much as I possibly can. So you sharing my videos on your Facebook or social media and tagging your friends in and getting people to have a look at it and sharing it amongst Football Manager sites would really help me, so please do that. I'm going to skip ahead because what I want to do is get to the end of season 7, which is where I'm going to end the video. I'm then going to do a next video in a few days time where we skip to season 10, see how they're getting on after 10 seasons, and then we're probably going to skip along to season 15 and see how Pep does. We're going to give him an extra 5 seasons and see how he gets on. Anyway, so first season in the William Hill Championship, they finished third. Unfortunately didn't get promoted. Third place though, very respectable, their first season in there as well. And if we have a look at the promotion playoff, so the first round they won 5-1 against Partick Thistle over 2 legs, fantastic result. And then in the promotion playoff, second round, they won on penalties against Ayr United, which put them in the promotion playoff final, where unfortunately St Mirren beat them over the 2 legs to 5-2. But it wasn't bad at all, to be fair. So yeah, they've done really well. This is another thing that's a little bit sort of clunky on the game as well, where you have to scroll through and have a look, and then you click on something and it doesn't work, and there we go. Yeah, it's probably me. I'm doing the wrong thing. Yes, I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. League table, third. So, season 5, he's in the championship. He's doing really well. Let's see how we get. Sorry, season 4 in the championship. Let's see how we get on in season 5. Look at season 5. There we go. He's done it. He's done it. He's managed to get them into the top league in Scotland, into the Scottish Premier League as champions as well. 3 championships he's won. No trophies under his belt in the cups yet, but he's done a fantastic job. And what we're going to do is quickly have a look through some of the transfers he makes going into season 6, going into the Scottish Premier League, and see how we get on, and quickly run to season 7, and then we'll end the video there. So again, thanks for watching. Let's see how he gets on in the Prem. Well, as you can see here, nothing won this season, no trophies, but an incredible £2.2 million spent. So he has splashed the cash. He's definitely tried his very best. He spent £825,000 on Doug, we'll call him Doug for now, goalkeeper, who unfortunately only made the 1 appearance, came in from Rotherham. Let's have a look by appearances. So Isaac Smith came in on a free agent. Kyle Fitzgerald is a free agent. I think still at this level you can bring a lot of free agents. I mean, he looks a really good player. So a lot of players came in again. 21 players have came into the club, so he's certainly not been shy on bringing all of these players in. Just the 4 players out, so he's gone for a stronger squad, I would think. He bought a player on loan there and then signed him. So yeah, he's definitely gone for it to try and stabilise their position in the league. Talking of league, let's see how they have got on in the William Hill Premiership, and look at the league table, and 9th. Not too bad at all, to be fair. 9th place. It's not too shabby. They only won 9, drawn 12, drawn a lot of games there. Who did they win the games against? Anybody big? Aberdeen, Motherwell, yeah, so yeah, a few decent teams there. Drawn the 12, Rangers away, yeah, that's a good draw. Anybody else that sort of stands out? Not really. And then 17 losses, which, you know, you can imagine they're going to be the bigger teams. So yeah, brilliant. He's done a really good job. He's stabilised them in that league, so they'll go into the next season, and hopefully they'll certainly be a competitive force, you would think. So Pep's doing a really good job. Right, let's move on. Let's get to season 6 and 7, or season 7, should I say, and we'll get this all done and dusted, and then we'll see where we go from there. Right, season 6. Another good season. 7th place. They finished 9th the season before. Won more games. 13 wins, 16 drawn. Just the 9 defeats. Did they take any big scalps? Let's have a look. No, not really. Draws, 16 of them. So quite a few draws there. Just the 9 defeats. So that's really good. And you look at it: Rangers, Celtic, Rangers. So, you know, the teams that you would probably expect them to lose against. But Pep's doing well. He's stabilised them. He's got them into a decent position. Bearing in mind, we're going to go into season 7 now. He hasn't won a major trophy yet. He got to the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. So he still hasn't won a major trophy. He hasn't won the league yet. So he's not doing brilliantly. But, you know, let's face it, he has got time on his hands. So we'll see how he gets on in season 7. And then we'll wrap this video up. Thanks so much again for watching, and let's get to season 7. Season 7, he's won a trophy, the Premier Sports Cup, beating Rangers in the final. Well done, Pep. You've won your first Premier Sports Cup. Can you win 2? Because I won 2, just saying that, and I won a league by season 10. We're going into season 7 though, so let's see how they're going to get on in the league. This is going to be fascinating. I think they've possibly had a really, really good season. Let's have a look. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Pep Guardiola, what have you done? Bottom of the league, 37 points. Look how close that was at the bottom as well. 4 teams, all just under 40 points. Oh, Pep, you've won a trophy and you've got your team relegated in the same season. We're expecting much better from you, Pep. Is it just because you're not Manchester City and you can't attract all the top players in the world? You've got the money. Why can't you do it, Pep? Why, Pep? Why? Oh my good God. Edinburgh City relegated in season 7 with Steve Cooper as the manager. Steve Cooper, Nottingham Forest manager, ex-Nottingham Forest manager. Where's Pep? Anybody know where Pep is? We need to find Pep. Yeah, we know he's a manager. Pep's a free agent. Oh, okay. What's happened to Pep? Oh, sacked as manager Edinburgh City due to the club's poor league position. When did they sack him? They sacked him on the 20th of March. Wow, 20th of March. Right, okay, so let's have a quick look and navigate back very quickly. 20th of March. 20th of March, let's get all the way down to the 20th of March. Right, okay. So they got beat off Rangers 2-1, and that was obviously the reason why they sacked him. Steve Cooper's come in. He's got 2 wins under his belt, but probably not the most exciting manager to bring in as well to replace him. So he came in and he did win the Premier Sports Cup in December, but it wasn't enough to keep him in his job. This wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. Let's see how Steve Cooper can get in on seasons 7 to 10 if he keeps his job, and maybe up to season 15. Let's roll with it anyway and see how we get on. This was definitely not expected. I mean, who gets sacked with 200,000 seater stadium and £1 billion in the bank and all the best facilities? Well, clearly Pep Guardiola does. Anyway, if you like the channel, please subscribe, please share it, as I said. We'll be back with, season 8 up to season 15 and see how many managers we go through. Thanks for watching. Okay, take care. I'm Andy FM forever, and I'm signing out.